Howard, what's the big news?
What's the big news, Howard?
Howard!
FTD! Nothing older than yesterday's newspaper, but
What are we watching?
this news is so important
too
that
loud.
it deserves a headline.
Oh, it's like old-fashioned newspaper printing?
Yeah, he is.
He's like paint rolling it on.
Paint rolling
the metal letters.
Yep. And Howard is about 200 years old here.
Howard looks about 200 years old. Bedtime
my
reminder.
bedtime reminder.
No
Shoot.
chance.
And I still
Look at that machine.
Oh, he's got a giant press. A print press.
just
Printing
don't
press.
get it. I'm just amazed at this.
No chance.
To think that here we
How
are.
amazing this looks.
No way. That's so
God,
cool.
It just looks
with
so
this
good.
for a headline.
Hey, Howard, what's the big...
And I was just watching that before we came.
You always gotta watch something before you come.
Oh,
FTD. We got big.
Day after the party.
Day after the party, we had a crazy rager yesterday.
Yo. We had a huge rate. Well,
These are all warm.
it was more like a low-key kickback.
Yeah, it was kind of like a low-key kickback mixed with an absolute rager of a party.
Low-key kickback, yeah.
The ice is in a big chunk. This is horrible.
You saw me trying to break it up.
I did. I want a beer, but all of them are warm. Yeah. Okay, you start explaining the kickback while I grab a cold beer.
All right. I mean, some trolley gummy creations. But yeah, we had a great kickback last night. We had the spring mixer. It was Are you serious?
What?
All I said was we had a great kickback.
No, really?
yeah.
Was there dead air?
That was so fast. No, there was no dead air.
Good. Good. Yeah, I ran.
Wow.
I've been running lately. I got your
Yeah, you've been
PBR
running
if you
so
want
much
it.
lately. I'm sorry.
Beer
I've been
open.
having a sugar tooth. Freaking past couple of days.
Got an announcement here.
I'm dominating the sugar. Charlie Gummy Creations. Martian Mix. Halo Infinite. Wow. Oh, you're supposed to make them.
What?
He shoots. Wait. I don't even know how that works. There's the little guy, right?
Well, okay, we're looking at your gummy package right now that you're munching. Oh, it's like little. What is it?
It's the Trolley Gummy Creations.
I like how these gummy companies can make the most weird looking things, and they're like, "It's a dinosaur," and it just looks like a clump of
That
stuff.
looks like some boobs.
That looks like a butt. To me, it looks like a butt.
Look at the ring. Oop. Whoa, it stood up.
That was weird. You dropped it, and it just didn't land like normal.
Look at it. Look at the rings, the areolas.
There are some areolas. We got boob gummies on the pod. That looks
What
like
does that look like?
I can't even say that word.
That's an ain after a good blast.
That is a good blasted in. Okay.
All right.
We had a party.
Yo.
Kind of like a low-key kickback mixed with a rager. And that was yesterday night. We just had friends over in the depot.
In the depot.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
We had lots of different people, all different ages. Oldest attendee, 60.
Yeah.
Youngest attendee.
No, my grandma was there.
Oh, how old is she?
She's like 75.
Okay, so 75. And then youngest attendee, I'm gonna say 15.
Yeah, you're right. But the babies popped in for a minute.
And the youngest is 1.
Yeah, 0. Right?
Did 0 pop over or just the older one?
No, I don't think 0 did.
I think the youngest attendee was 1.
Was
and
1,
the
yep,
oldest
it
was
was
65.
something like that.
I think she's in her 70s, isn't she?
I said 75, but I'm not sure.
That seems about right. So we had a over 70-year span,
Yeah, we did.
which is really good for a party.
And then a good amount in the middle. Good amount in the middle. Not the 50 middle, but like to our age.
Because I'll say that the parties that get out of hand have low age spreads. Ew.
I couldn't get it deep enough.
I was just thinking about that when I was getting the microphones. I was like, I don't know which one I've shat on and which one you've shat on, but I feel like we've both shat on all of them.
Yeah. And I used one of these we did like a karaoke type situation yesterday.
Yeah, and you were
And
using one of the pod
I was freaking
microphones.
slobbering one of these bad boys.
You were singing Hootie and the Blowfish.
I was singing Hootie and the Blowfish. I was singing Macklemore.
I only want to be with you.
Ooh. Oh.
Ew. Yeah, that was gross. Hey, we got a new listener. Ow. Oh, I just caught myself on ice? For real? Seriously? No, it's not a cut. We got a new listener. Ew. Ew. Why are you so gassy tonight? This is like a block of ice. Does it stink? Does the mic stink? He said yes. You can't hear it, but he did say yes. He's airing it out.
Yeah.
It's so gross to fart on it and then it smells bad.
It is.
But when you
and
have
the fact
to fart,
we're wearing headphones and it just it's such a
yes,
weird
you're farting
sound.
in my ears
Yeah.
and your own.
How it should be. How it should be. The ain and the ear should be hooked up all time.
Yeah, yeah, and that's kind of like historical fiction.
Yeah. But who's our new viewer?
Nicholas,
Oh.
my boy from high school, probably one of my best friends of all time. He said he found out about. I didn't tell anybody about the podcast when I started it. I just started the Instagram and people started finding it. Mm-hmm. And because I thought that'd be funnier for some reason. It just seemed like the way to do it, like a soft launch. And because we were going to.
It was a very soft launch.
Well, when we started, I feel like we were considering doing a couple and not posting them, but that just felt so corny to me. So I was like, let's post them, but just not tell anybody.
Yeah, because we knew the first few were gonna be tough.
And they were.
They were. They were so weird.
But he found out about it because he was talking to Cameron, who's been on the podcast. And then he was like, he told me that he found out about it like a week ago. He's listened to all 24 episodes.
Yeah, it's so insane.
Yeah.
That's over 24 hours of content.
And he was like, I'm kind of embarrassed to say it. And I was like, no, don't be embarrassed. That's like a fan. We like fans.
We like fans. Is he listening on Spotify or is he?
I don't know.
YouTube?
I think it's Spotify because he works at a big hardware store. I won't dox his actual job.
You're not gonna dox him? Don't you dare touch my gummies, cat. Sorry.
He works at a hardware store, like a rather large one.
There's only like a few.
It's really only like
only like 3 or 4.
Well, so you can guess, viewers. What does she have on her neck? Is that a tick or a bite?
Nah, she collects balls on her neck.
It's some sort of ball.
Various balls. Why is her bungus wet? You see that?
Oh, it's got blood on it.
Does it really?
It might be a Sour Patch Kid. There's a ball. All right. Yeah, so he said he listens while he's at work. So he just has like, he was like, sometimes when I'm just getting kind of pissed at my coworkers because they're being annoying, I'll just I'm listening to the podcast and I'm just like, if I see their mouth moving, I just nod and say yeah. He's like, but I'm just listening to the podcast. Funny. He said he's never listened to a podcast before.
What?
Yeah.
Never listened to a podcast before, like, ever? This is his first one?
That's what he told me.
He's been doing music for 20-something years?
Yeah. No pods. This is the first pod. And it's so crazy to me to think that this was someone's first podcast. It's so cool.
What?
So, Nick, I love you.
Whoa. Dude, that's gay.
I know.
That's gay, dude.
Yeah, I'm getting into some...
Let's get it back straight. Let's get it back straight.
My new hobby has been just gay shit.
Ew, dude.
No, not actually. But, okay, at the party,
at the party.
Getting back to the first topic, I pulled out the racing mower.
You did.
And we all had a blast. Almost everybody freaking rode it. There was girls riding it, and I was a little scared they were gonna get hurt, but nobody really did. And Adam almost blew it up a couple times.
That's hilarious.
And then today I was ripping it around, and you were driving it, and then Bubs drove it and freaking broke it. Like actually broke it.
Bubs,
Like
Bubs nuked it.
there's no compression. Like the engine is just no compression. I think it's a stuck valve. I think because it doesn't sound like it's busted. I'll look at it, but the racing mower got clapped today.
Yeah, which is it survived longer than I thought it was going to survive.
It survived so much crap, and it's from 2003.
Oh my god!
So it's like
that's old.
That's 20 years old.
Yeah, you got to put that new engine in it.
I think I do
for sure.
Because it's so fun. I want it to keep going, and that Cowie will last forever.
The Briggs and Shatton is awful.
You could say that again.
It's awful, dude.
Yeah,
it's awful. But the party was the mower for a little bit, and everyone was racing it around. Didn't Adam fall off of it?
He kind of did. It was like a graceful dismount, but it was kind of a fall.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anyone went too crazy. It's not quite fast enough to where, I mean, you could fall off of it, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's like a couple miles per hour slower than dangerous.
Then like you might die. Yeah, you probably wouldn't die. If it could roll over you, but it's not even that heavy. No. It's heavy enough that it would hurt. But Buzz ran over the freaking wiener dog.
Yeah, ran over my wiener.
Yo. He got ran over by the racing mower.
I think it was she said it was just his paw though.
It was. I have a video of it.
You do?
Yeah. And it's like weird. He like rolls. Oh, I forgot about that one.
He rolls.
Yo.
Do you think it's funny that the elders at the party last night were complaining about the music?
Yeah.
Like so much. That's all they've been talking about.
Yeah, the music.
They're like, that techno music, it's like thah, 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 thah. I'm like, yeah, that's like what it's.
That's like the foundation of techno.
That's the foundation of techno. And I almost took it personally at first because one of the sets I created and I made.
I saw you getting upset.
And I was like a little bit upset because my mom was like, man, he just like, he wasn't playing to his audience. And I was like, there was so many people up there dancing. What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, it was like, so funny. I was laughing so hard at the whole thing because I didn't plan any of it. So I'm on the outside.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just so funny because everybody was like requesting songs, but he had planned like his set. So he couldn't really, it kind of screwed it up to just put in a random song. But he did take a hiatus.
Yeah, a hiatus, yeah.
He wants us to be his producer tag. Did he tell you that?
What is that?
He wants to be he wants us to be his producer tag.
His producer tag?
Yeah. Did he not tell you that?
No, what does that mean?
So you remember Davis who was on the pod? I mean, you do, but I'm kind of telling the audience, you know. His producer name is Candy Shark. And he wanted us to record this fucking hurts. Ow. The cat is scratching me for just her own pleasure.
Don't look at me.
He wanted us to record his like tag, you know, like the
Candy Shark.
If you're on Metro, don't trust you, I might shoot you.
Yeah. You want us to record right now?
Well, he said before we do the pod, but I thought it'd be funnier to just like do some takes on the pod, and then I'm not gonna send it to him. Because he said send it to him, and that just sounds like so much work. So
instead,
he's going to have
to clip it.
He's going to have to go to YouTube to mp3.com and download
the whole pod.
And download the entire pod, and then find the part where we said about it.
So it's DJ Candy Shark.
DJ Candy Shark. So you got to get some good takes. You go for one. We'll go back and forth, and then if we find one we like, we can both say it at the same exact time.
I'm trying to think of like a rhythm. Should I say DJ Candy Shark? Or should I just say Candy Shark?
Well, we got to think about
Candy Mark.
You said Candy Mark. I did. I was listening and I heard Candy Mark. I'm going to pull up some. I'm about to play a Rhett and Link video, I think. Let's do royalty free EDM because he does a lot of EDM. Like that's probably his main EDM, no copyright music.
NCS baby.
So, okay. Just get it in your head. Get it in your head.
DJ Candy Shark.
I accidentally said Candy Shark.
Candy Shark.
DJ Candy Shark.
I want to do my little throat thing, but with the
DJ Candy Shark. Let's do what about
yeah.
It's gonna be a good night because it's your boy DJ Candy Shark.
Yeah. Straight up Candy Shark on the Candy. Oh, shit.
I like that. I did actually. I like how it started.
The Candy.
The candy.
Get your candy here.
Free candy from Candy Shark.
Hey, little kids. Come get your candy from your Candy Shark.
That's good. That might be it.
That's not bad.
That might be it.
That's not bad.
I'm gonna touch your candy, kids. That might not be it.
Let me eat you. Let me eat you out. No.
I'm gonna eat you out with my Candy Shark.
Dude, you know what'd be cool since this thing is Candy Shark? You do the Jaws theme. It's like dun dun
Candy Shark.
There's a shark out there. Candy Shark. Candy Shark. Candy Shark is coming. Candy Shark is coming for your kids. Candy Shark is coming for your kids.
Candy Shark is gonna touch your kids.
Candy Shark is gonna find your kids.
Candy Shark is on a list.
Well, we got him a good few there.
Yeah, if he doesn't like those, he can let us know.
Yeah.
But go ahead and go to youtube.mp3.com, download the MP3, and you can find it yourself.
He might need something that's a little bit more flowy.
Say it again.
He might need something that's a little bit more flowy.
Okay, I hear you. Okay.
Like no. I mean
okay.
his actual his actual tag. Like it should be like yeah. I heard the T.
No, there wasn't a T.
Candy short.
Candy Shark.
Like
what do you mean?
Could it be like I don't know, like Metro Boomin flows.
If your Metro don't trust you, I might shoot you. Oh. If Candy Shark don't touch you, he might poop.
If young Candy don't eat you, he might poop you.
If young Candy don't eat you, he might poop you. If young Candy don't eat you, he might poop you.
If Candy Shark don't eat you, he might shot you.
If Candy Shark don't shot you, he might shot you. Cat. What's the... Okay, let me look up some other producer tags. Producer.
Isn't 21 just like 21?
No, he's not a producer, though, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Best producer tags 2023.
Metro Boomin's first for sure. Link in the description for what?
I'm worried this is world. Oh shit! I can't play this.
I know that song.
I just want to hear the tags.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
What? Legalize nuclear bombs.
I need to get that on the soundboard.
Producer tag pack 1.
This is a certified hood classic.
I've heard that
Golf
one.
boy, click.
That's the one.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, Kenny?
Oh, Kenny. There's
like
the
legalized nuclear bombs.
Baba, you killed this beat.
Legalize conditioning. Legalize.
I'm working on dying.
He just all spilled the beer all over the laptop.
I hope none of this is gonna tag us as freaking stealing. If church music had producer tags.
God's will made you. This is a certified church classic.
Gracious Grizzy!
Damn son of God, where'd you find that?
Oh Lord, Jesus made another one.
Judas
on the beat, so it's not nice. Take Keith, lift that spirit up!
Okay, alright.
Awesome God he raised from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love.
Because we went to VBS.
It's a good freaking song.
Did you go to VBS?
Of course.
Me too. You know what that stands for?
Very
bitchy syndrome.
Vagina bowel syndrome.
Yeah, very big sanus.
Very big. Very big.
Very big salad. Very big salamander.
Very big Sandra. There was always that one girl named Sandra in there. She was always leading the pack.
Yeah, I had a friend. I had a girl named Sandra. She was, which to me was kind of a weird move, you know.
Very big syndrome.
She had the very big syndrome, actually. She was syndromed out.
That recalls the show we've been watching, the Love on the Spectrum. Holy frick, that show is good.
That show is so funny to me because it's totally taking advantage of these like autism people.
That's what I thought at first.
But I'll say but it's also fine. Like, I don't have an issue with it, but it's totally taking advantage is such a weak phrase because you can take advantage of anything and it cannot necessarily be a bad thing.
Yep.
Like, I take advantage of, you know, the public highway system in the US.
I take advantage of ladies.
Yodi
gang, dude. Yodi gang, dude.
Yodi gang.
But when I started watching it, I had a little ethical dilemma the first episode, and then I was like, no, dude, because they're actually trying to get these people to find their mate.
They're trying to mate the autisms.
They are, and there's an ethical dilemma of like whether they should record it or not, or just like do it.
Mm-hmm.
But recording it is so good.
Well, it's
so amazing.
The thing is, okay. This is going to take a really roundabout way to talk about this, so just bear with me. But you know the guy, he's got this like really nice voice, and he makes all these YouTube reels and YouTube shorts and Instagram reels, and he's like,
he's like, the guy who gives away money.
He gives away money, and he's like,
Nate. His name's Nate.
Is he really?
Yep.
And he's like, hey, can anyone give me some gas money? And whoever says yes, he's like, actually, this is for you, and gives him like $1,000 or whatever.
Yep.
And then there's all these people in the comments saying he's just doing this for clout, like he's just doing this for views. And it's like, yeah, because you have to be able to market that, or you can't do it. Mm-hmm. Like you can't do that.
No, you can't.
You can't afford to just go do. I mean, some people probably could, but it's also about my economics teacher from high school would be happy. It's about the opportunity cost. It's like you can't. Yes, you might have all this money, but it's because you're grinding. You know.
He is grinding, but he's
grinding.
It's a good grind.
He's grinding and he's leveraging his viewership to also be nice to people. I have no issue with it. I think that's cool. That's like a way to fund what he's doing. All these people in the comments are like, he's just doing this for views. Well, yeah.
No, I'll shart. Dude, I'll shart in their mouths. I'll shart in their mouths.
Candy shart in my mouth. He's gonna be so mad.
I can't stand those people. Like, yeah, the philanthropic YouTube culture is definitely a culture now.
Yeah, and
it's a big deal, but it's a good deal.
It's a good thing.
It's
to
not
be,
the prank because the pranks were 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And those are like debatably not good.
Do I think that these people are the actual like best, most empathetic people in the world? No.
Dude, that guy is.
He
The guy
seems
you're- the
he
guy you're
does.
talking
Yeah,
about, he just
does.
seems
That
like
guy
way
seems
nice.
For some of them, it feels like they're just trying to do it for views. But that's the point. Like that's a good trend. That's a good thing.
Good trend.
Why does it matter? Like why does everybody has some shit to say all the time? Everyone will watch anything. Like it's a guy giving a homeless person money, and they'll be like, "I hate this." I don't understand. These people, like, speaking of hate comments, I got a big hate comment. on that
Yeah,
hour.
you did, bro. Read that off for us.
Let me read it off.
Read that off for us.
Yeah, so I mean, if for those
We're
who
gonna
don't
dox
know,
this guy.
for those that don't know, I make videos on YouTube, and some of them that I made were about my
Gay
lawnmower,
relationships.
my gay relationships, and my lawnmower. Dang! I got a bunch of new comments. What's going on? Let me see if I can find the
'Cause
one.
God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
It's on my video. He said, it's at rustedmoney-gm2cb.
Don't lick my phone, dude. You're a cat.
He said, you should have left the governor on there, ! I mean, they do not put it... Wait, hold on. I mean, they do put it on there for a reason, ! Again. If they didn't have to put it on there for you think they would waste an extra $1 billion just in parts and engineering it to work with in the engine, I'll guarantee you that they would rather save the $1 billion. You would be lucky to get another 2 rides before you completely grenade it. Let me know when you're taking it to the scrapyard. I could use the starter.
See, autism is a spectrum.
And he's on it.
And he's on it, and he's one of the ones on the angry side. Of the
He's so
spectrum.
angry.
He's so angry.
The hate comments are so fun to get because the comments that are like, "Hey, you're doing a good job," are fun when it's like little kids. Like I've had really young people saying like, "I've been saving my money. I'm 11. I've been saving my money to buy a mower. You inspired me." And like I'm thinking of this like 11-year-old kid who is learning about engines, and just a video that I made is inspiring them.
It's just a sweet almost.
It could potentially change their entire path in life to like do something cool.
Yep.
That makes me feel awesome. But my favorite are the comments that say bad, like angry stuff. Because
Especially when they can't use the English language correctly.
I know he didn't write it well. He was like so angry. He was so angry that he was like shaking and couldn't type well.
They
But
put the governor on for a reason.
It makes me so excited to get angry comments on a video where like there's nothing you could hate about that video. I'm just working on a thing that I bought and riding it on private property. And I don't even say like there's no profanity or anything. It's like there's nothing you could hate about it.
It's the perfect video.
It's probably the perfect video.
It's probably the perfect video.
And he's
Probably
like,
with the perfect thumbnail too.
I think so. The thumbnails are gold. And he's hating on me.
He is hating on you.
And I love it. It makes me feel so good. It makes me want to make more videos so bad. Because if
When
nobody's
are you making more videos?
I have 2 that are already recorded. I just have to edit them, and then I have to make another mower video. But it did stuck a valve open, but I just had to pull it apart, and I'll fix that in no time. But yeah, I'm gonna make some more. I've been focusing more on on work and also on the pod, because if anything is gonna be like what's it called, punctual, I guess, or regular, I definitely want it to be the pod.
Yeah.
And we missed one, but it was Christmas, and I feel like that's a break. That's a Christmas break.
Did we miss one?
Yeah. We took a week off for Christmas.
What episode was
I
it?
had the flu and it was Christmas. So we took one off.
That's double trouble.
Yeah.
That's double trouble.
Yeah, I posted to the Instagram for that.
When did we start?
I can look. We started episode 1, Methed Up Ghost Hunters, it's called. November 27th, 2022.
Wow. Freaking cooking.
11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 months. Damn. That's what I'm talking about.
I can't even believe it. I can't believe it.
Dang. So, for all the audio listeners,
I just flexed.
he just flexed on, on
I just
pretty much on
flexed
everybody.
mad hard.
Let's see if we got. Let's see what we got as far as views. We've been doing this a lot because it's really fun. And
It is, yeah. It's just fun to look.
the last one has 151 views, which it's not as many as some of them have been, but also check this out. The televangelist ones, the one where we talked about what was his name?
Kenneth Copeland.
That one has gotten a decent amount of dislikes.
No way.
Yeah.
How many?
Well, it's at 3 likes and 60. It's got two dislikes and 3 likes. And I don't know why. I think maybe because the people are looking for televangelists or something.
Are there any
None of
comments?
Yeah, one. I think it was me. Because that's the one I think where I said everybody type FTD in the comments and nobody did except me. And and I think that me telling everybody to do that, people instead just disliked because they got angry. They're like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Maybe they maybe those Kenneth Copeland's cronies.
He probably has a lot of cronies.
Those are his gringos. Oh my gosh. This cat.
Yeah, so we got 151, 180, and then 294, 893, 404, 1795. We almost got 2,000 on one. That's exciting.
Which one was that?
The relationships one. That's our best pod. And that one is blocked in Russia. You can't watch that one if you're in Russia.
Dude. Yes, dude.
Yeah. So sorry, Pokey. What's his name? Sorry, Pokey. I'm sorry, Pokey.
Pokemon?
No, the guy who's in charge of Russia. I'm sorry, Pokey.
Putin?
I'm sorry, Putin. I'm so sorry that you can't watch this.
Sorry, Vladimir Pokey.
You need to get on your copyright law. Change it so that you can watch FTD.
Pokey Vlad.
Because honestly, I was on Russia's side about this whole conflict until they blocked the pod.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
And it's our best performing episode yet.
Ukraine shouldn't have been there in the first place.
No. They shouldn't have.
They should have moved a long time ago.
Yeah, they definitely could have moved to maybe Australia. There's plenty of good places to move that has
Yeah, you could turn Arkansas into Ukraine.
They could have moved to Arkansas. And I
can't
believe
they didn't. They didn't.
They didn't, and I can't believe they never even. I bet they didn't even think of that.
And Pokey Vlad.
And Pokey was like,
Pokey Vlad.
He was like, Vladimir Pokey was like, yeah, I'm gonna block FTD.
I could block FTD.
He's busy. He should be he's in the middle of a war. He's in the middle of the war, and he's wasting his time blocking FTD.
But he's listened to all our pods up until that one.
Yeah, and he blocked it.
Yeah.
He's like, it makes me mad. It makes me so mad.
It makes me mad.
I'm so angry.
It makes me
you make
mad.
it block in Russia. Make it block.
It makes me very mad.
Give me more vodka. I'm so
That's how
thirsty.
the Love on the Spectrum people talk, I swear. Their cadence is so weird.
Their cadence is awesome because it's they don't have the proper tools to judge what other people are thinking of them.
Not
so
at all.
they just are pure running on what they want to say.
Yeah.
So they don't care how they talk. They don't care how they come off. It's not that they don't care. It's that they don't know.
I like Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite? All of them are my favorite. Why would I have a good favorite one. They're all good.
It's like it's so pure in a way.
It's
You're like they're on
like
a date.
How the Google auto speak works when you plug in a sentence.
So Love on the Spectrum, for people who don't know, is this Netflix produced show where they just get a bunch of tismed out folk and they put them on dates. They like schedule dates for them. And it's kind of really heartwarming.
It's very
and
sweet. Nate and I cried today.
Did you really?
Yeah, at the engagement one.
I didn't know that even happened.
What? Some tisms got engaged.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
It's so cool when people can, because like there's so much they're missing as far as social skills. So they, in a way, kind of need the little pokes and prods to get them into this situation. But a lot of times they have great relationships between themselves because since both parties are missing that extra social chip, they don't offend each other at all, and they don't even really know. I mean, they know, like, for example, my uncle, he's on the spectrum.
Mm-hmm. I've met him before,
and he knows that. Like, he goes.
They all know.
Yeah,
in the
it's not
show
like
too.
It's not like they don't know. They're fully aware of it. But they just don't have, a lot of it is like a social block. It's like they don't have the social chip that tells them, like they have empathy and they have a lot of the important social stuff.
They speak their mind.
They just don't have like
mind.
The chip that tells them to fit in, kind of. It's like,
yeah, and even on the dates,
they can't read body
language. It gets a little uncomfortable on the dates because they'll be like, "What are you thinking?"
Yeah, they can't.
And she's like, "I don't know if I could see us in a emotional relationship." And he's like, he just like stares at her. Would you like to get a drink? I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy when they drink.
Yeah, I've never seen him like get drunk.
I think a lot of them don't like it. I might be wrong.
I don't think they can.
It's like my uncle doesn't drink anything.
Yeah,
he won't touch it.
I don't think you're kind of allowed to. I think you would get like tubtism.
It'd be pretty tubular though.
You get tubtism. Oh, but my favorite one from the show was the one when you walked in and it was that Asian guy Kelvin and the weird girl.
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
She's like, I like my Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
And she pulls out a Nintendo Switch in the middle of dinner.
He's in a suit
and
everything. And she walks in, "Hey, how are you?"
Yeah. And she's like, how come you know how to use chopsticks?
Yeah.
And he's like, because I'm a Chinese boy.
Yeah.
I was raised in a Chinese family. And she's like, what?
Yeah. What'd you say?
And then he's like, do you like anime?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I like video games. And he's like, oh, you don't like anime? She's like, no, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I like video games
I like
more.
anime. I just like video games more.
And then she pulls out her like Switch, which has like all the controllers.
Yeah, that was the first part of the date. She's like, I thought I'd break this silence. You want to play?
And they play around, and he doesn't even know the controls, so he just loses.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You're pretty bad, aren't you?"
You're pretty bad at video games.
And
he's like, previously he was having like a relationship coach him on what to say. So he's just kind of like rattling off. He's like, "What's your favorite color? What's your favorite animal?" he's like, "Do you like animals?" She's like, "Yes." He says, "Wow."
Why is that so funny? Wow. And then he brings it, like, she puts the Switch away, which is probably the producer told her to. Yeah. And then like an ambulance goes by in front of the store, and one of them is like, why is there he said, excuse me, he's talking to her, he's excuse me, have you seen the ambulance out there? And she's like, yeah, I hope it doesn't come in here. And then they don't come in here. And then they move on.
And they move. Yeah,
it's like the most insane way to say that there's an ambulance outside.
Oh, and the miscoms on that one date was so good.
Oh yeah, because he's like, do you do anything besides the video games? And she's like, I like to use my computer. She's got like she definitely can't say R's.
She even said it.
She said she's aware.
I can't say my R's.
Yeah. She's like, I like to do the computer. And he's like, computer? What?
Yeah. What did you say?
Competitor? What? What? And she's like, I don't mean to be racist, but I don't know what you said. and so now neither of them know what each other are saying because she said competitor. And
that was the
she's
best.
like, it's computer or whatever. She tries to correct him, but she can't even say it.
She can't say it.
And then he says, computer?
Computer?
What?
She's like, computer.
He's like, and he's like, oh, like a laptop, like my dad uses. And she's like, she's like, oh, she's.
And then they cut to outside. They're like, could you see another date? I don't know if I could see him in a relationship with him. Yeah. And then they walk away.
She's like, I think it should be platonic.
She did say that.
And he said, platonic. And then he just walks away.
It's so funny.
Yo.
This is so freaking funny, man. Why is the weird... my humor is just like awkwardness.
What's
I love it so much.
We naturally like kids, right? We have kids and we like them because they're cute. Why do we find them cute? Because we have to make them survive. So we have to be kind of like obsessed with them to make them survive. So naturally we find them very adorable. The tismed folk, we find them like heartwarming and we love them and we're entertained by them and we want to figure them out and that helps us keep them alive and survive.
We really want to figure them out and we can't.
Yeah.
I got some friends that are tismed out.
Yeah.
And I can't figure them out.
No, it's really confusing.
They always surprise me.
I have to say, there's this concept of a normal human being. I don't think that's a true thing.
Nah.
Everybody is so wonky.
Yeah.
I don't think there's such a thing as like there's no normal.
Yeah.
Everybody's got some crap.
Yeah, and yeah. Like I used to consider myself normal and then but I'll get in the middle of a circle last night and just start twerking, and so will you. Is that normal?
Yo. I don't know. Well, I think that dude, you were dancing in the middle of that circle and I was laughing so hard. And it's not like
Is there any videos of it? Because everyone said I was dancing good. And I don't even know what I was doing. Oh, yeah.
Let me see.
That was like a stage fart.
I'm not going to put this video
Well, that's fine.
I'm not going to put this on the pod. But I'll play the audio. No, I can't.
Why?
Cuz it's
but it's
probably
it's mixed. It's mixed.
You think so?
It's mixed.
You think it won't be an issue?
No.
I think that might be the video. Yep.
Who recorded this?
My mother. She's recording Adam there. And then she's like, oh no, that's my boy. That's the only video.
Wow.
There's Mason. We still have to get Mason on the pod.
Yeah, we do.
This is when we started dancing. I started going ham
Look
on
at
this
Jackie
side to
back
side.
there.
I got inspired all of a sudden, and I started going like crazy on the side to side dance. Yeah, there we go. That was pretty good. Oh, yeah, you can't really see it, I guess.
No.
We were doing the hardcore dance, the 2-step.
Is this the mosh pit?
No, this is just Adam and I doing a slow motion 2-step. Don't I look just like Nate?
Yeah, you do.
That's exactly what Nate does.
He's like a relaxed 2-stepper.
Yeah, he is. I was trying to
mimic him.
to channel him.
Wasn't he there?
Yeah, but he wasn't on the dance floor at the time.
Yeah, he wasn't on the dance floor at all. By the way.
Yeah, you're right.
I ripped him. About
You ripped him?
Yep. Ripped him a new one and popped his Powerade open.
DJ Candy Shark.
Yeah, that was fun last night. There's a lot of tism.
it's not really a party if nobody there has special needs.
That is facts, bro.
If
Almost everyone there has special needs.
if everybody there is standard needs,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a party.
I would even say I am special needs.
I have a lot of special needs.
You do. You have a lot more than me.
I have a lot of special needs.
a lot more than me.
I need a lot of weird special things.
Yeah, but also I've learned after the past couple years to be independent.
Also, I love how the politically correct culture just latches on to the people with autism.
I know
because
because they follow rules.
Well, it's that, but what I'm kind of getting at is like it was retarded, and then once and the first person used the word retarded as like a negative thing, they changed it and they were like autistic. And now you can't even barely call him autistic.
No,
Unless
yeah.
you're being incredibly scientific, you can't be like, oh, that guy's autistic. You have to be like, he's special needs, which doesn't even make sense like verbally.
They'd say he's a special person.
Yeah, or he has like, he's a special friend.
That is the worst one to me. Is a special friend. That's what my mom says.
That is your family's thing. And when
Oh, he's a special friend.
he's a special friend, and when I first heard that, I cracked up
It's like so condescending.
because they saw like a Down syndrome fellow, and they were like, he's a special friend, and I'm like, what? He's a what? He's a special friend.
he is a special friend.
I love special friends though.
I do too. And my Instagram knows I love special friends because it is full of special friends.
Every single reel
Every single reel.
is someone with some sort of special need.
And I bust out laughing every time by myself to all of them.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zuckercorn.
Yeah, Zuckerberg is sending you all the special friends.
Yes. Send him the special needs. I wonder who else. I need to find a woman that also has like the same Instagram feed as me.
Well, you're destined to have a special needs kid, you know.
That's what everyone's been saying.
Because you love them so much. You'd be a great special needs dad.
No.
If you had a Down syndrome kid, you would love him so much. You'd be like obsessed with him.
Yeah, but they get crazy sometimes.
Yeah, but so does any kid.
Yeah, but you can discipline.
You can discipline,
discipline the
special
normal
needs.
Dude, special friends, I feel like you hit them and they like they'll kill you or something.
Yeah, you can't hit them the same way. You gotta like talk to them.
Because I like that 50s parenting style where you're like, get out the whip. That's what my dad used to do. And it really got you into shape.
It works for some kids because it works for a kid like me because I got spanked maybe one time and never again.
Yeah.
It was like one time I figured out the power dynamic. It made sense, and I was like, that's never fucking happening again. And so I was like, I'm not letting that ever happen again. But then there's kids like Adam, my brother, who's been on the pod. So go listen to the Adam episode if you want to know. Oh, this won't open. Go listen to that episode if you want to know who he is. But he would never ever listen to my parents. Like he was a tough kid to raise.
Yeah, I reckon. Adam's an anomaly, though.
So if you wanted to spank Adam, you'd just be spanking him every day.
Yeah.
And then what?
And then he'd spank back one day.
He might spank back.
Bend over, Dad. He couldn't bend your dad over.
He could not.
No.
My dad is way bigger than all of us.
Which is so good for having 3 boys.
Yeah, if you're gonna
You
have
have
3
to be
boys, you
bigger.
better be a hoss.
Yeah, you better be bigger. Oh. Oh my god. Dang cat. Only see the cat when we do the pod. Holy frick.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were up till what? Like maybe 1?
I was up till 1.
And
Didn't sleep a freaking
which is
wink.
not that bad for.
It's not that bad.
But I had a lot
But
of
we
beers.
started at 6.
We started early. I had a lot to drink, and I woke up at 6:45. And so some backstory: Bubs and your dad were arguing last night because we had a friend in from Michigan, She flew in, and her flight back was fucking 8:45 the morning after the party, which is kind of insane to me that she scheduled it for that, but whatever. It was the cheapest flight.
Mm-hmm.
So that meant that someone had to wake up and drive her 45 minutes to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
And so Bubs and your dad were arguing back and forth like who was going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't hear that argument, but Bubs was telling me when we were like going to sleep at 1 a.m., she was like, yeah, by the way, like I feel really guilty because my dad said he would do it. But like we were originally going to do it, or she was originally going to do it. And I was like, well, I'll do it. I was like, I can wake up and come back to sleep. Like I can do it. And so I set my alarm for 6:45. And when I woke up at 6:45, she was already up, and she's like, "Well, I'll go too, because I feel bad." And I was like, "Okay." So her and I just start walking over to your parents' house, and then we see your dad outside, like ready to go, and then we're like, "What? Who's gonna take her?" And we all went.
That's how it was last time.
Yeah.
Why do we do that?
I don't know. It's
no
weird.
one wants to go to the
It's like
airport, and then we all end up going.
Yeah, we all feel so guilty, and none of us want to go, so we all go. I almost took a door off of a car at the airport. I was driving, and I was getting to the departures area, and you see like American, Delta, all the things.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at like the Delta one, and I'm kind of like looking ahead at the traffic in that area.
Yeah.
And some dumbass opens their car door right in front of me.
God.
Like right in front of me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't looking in front of me. I was looking like farther in front of me. I wasn't looking at them at all. And I was so tired and hungover. And your dad started like, whoa! and at the last minute, I was like, what's he looking at? And I looked down, and I like swerve away from the door. And it was like my heart was pumping, I got that dump of adrenaline. And then I'm like hugging Sam goodbye. And I'm like, oh man. And then I drive back, and I'm just like, I make some eggs because I'm hungry.
That's when I
and then I crawl into bed. Yeah, you woke up when I was making the eggs, right?
Yeah. I was up at freaking all hours of the night. I woke up at like 3, 5, 6, and then
That's horrible. You couldn't sleep?
I couldn't sleep at all. It was awful. So I slept a lot today, but I'm still like, still just like groggy.
Today was just, I haven't taken my sweatpants off today, and I don't usually wear sweatpants all day.
No, you don't.
But today was just the day that I didn't want to take the sweatpants off. And it's also Mother's Day. So shout out to all the mothers. I feel like we probably have at least one mother that listens to this. At least. And so happy Mother's Day to you. When it comes out, it's going to be the day after Mother's Day. So sorry about the delay, but
DAMD, day after Mother's Day,
which is Monday the 15th. It's going to come out. It's going to be it's kind of a special day. It's kind of like Mother's Day reverse Eve, I guess. And then Father's Day is around the corner.
I know. They need to spread them out more.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
I can't be spending all this money.
I know.
It's unreal. What'd you get? Did you get your mom anything?
We got her the chocolate strawberries and like a card. And then we spent some time with her and stuff.
Time is valuable.
It is.
So
I billed her to $30 an hour.
Oh. How many hours?
Half.
You were only there half an hour?
No, we were there longer. I think we were there probably a couple hours. It's funny to try and hang out with like multiple moms on Mother's Day.
Oh.
Because you're trying to
moms, I don't hang out with multiple moms.
You don't?
No.
I probably had to go out to like 4 moms today.
4 moms?
Yeah.
2 moms, right?
Well, my mom, your mom, and then just like a couple other moms.
Whatever.
Yeah. Just there's a couple other moms along the way. Various other moms.
I was listening to Theo's podcast throughout the week, and he said something so funny about moms. He's like, and make sure you love your mom because they're that what is it? What's the middleman? What do they call a middleman? What's another word for him? They said the Maz, God's liaison.
Liaison.
Yeah.
It is. It's that. What do you call it? That Lord portal.
Yeah. Yeah. That honey hole.
I want to get him on the pod so bad.
I can't even believe that guy.
Theo, I know you're listening.
I know you're listening.
Come on the pod. He would be funny on the pod, I think.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, what if he gets on our pod as just totally like a normal?
He's like not funny.
He's like not funny.
I'd probably we could start like making fun of him, I think. If he started being normal, we could be like trying to get a discount
On his merch.
on his Can you imagine? He's sitting right there. He's looking all like he looks kind of like a Louisiana Asian. Because he's from Louisiana.
He is, yeah.
But he's got those slanty eyes. But he's white.
Does he have slanty eyes?
He's got weird eyes.
I don't know if he does.
He does.
Just got that.
Theo Von.
Theo Von.
Let me look him up.
Look up his face. Slanty eyes.
Theo Von. He's got some slanty eyes. He's got some like Asian type eyes.
I don't know, because he said his dad's Puerto Rican, right?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, his dad's from like down south.
He's an interesting looking fellow, actually.
Great looking guy. Look at him. Handsome. Handsome guy.
He is quite handsome. He's got whoa, he looks crazy in that. Doesn't even look like him. There's some funny old Theo stuff too. Like he blew up recently. He probably blew up in the last like couple years.
Yeah.
But
I think he's been a couple years ago.
Yeah, but he's been in the public eye for a while now. Like 20 years or something ridiculous.
Yeah, the stand-up world.
And he's been on like TV shows. He's on like an MTV show and stuff.
Was he really?
Mm-hmm. His thing about golf was crazy, and that's super old.
Was he a caddy?
No. Golf. Let's see.
Was he on the news? Oh, I think I remember that.
This is old. Like this is a long time ago.
How are you? We're great, man. It's been phoning it in, bud. How are you?
We're great, man. It has to be tough on you. A lot of rain this week, a lot of subpar golf. You must have been kind of slugging through a long week of golf, huh?
I guess, man. Who even wants to play golf? That's my question. I actually missed my cousin's circumcision for this. I was in the city doing a shell game with a couple of buddies, and I got a twit that said, we're on Bethpage Black at the 7th hole. I thought it was a porn, so I drove out here, and apparently there's a lot of golf going on.
But not much sex.
Yeah, there's a little bit. I caught a BJ in a sand trap. Yeah, and I wouldn't recommend that. But Glover won, but the news is that he's not black. That was the surprising news. I was like, Glover, not black, that's a bigger story.
No relation to Danny out there.
No relation to Danny or Leroy Glover, actually, who retired today after 13 seasons in the NFL.
Nice. Now, not to bring up a touchy subject for you, but you mentioned that BJ in the sand trap. Any sign of crabs?
Not here. Phil Mickelson lost. He came in second. I don't know if he has crabs or not. His wife has cancer, though, and we wish her well. Much more serious disease.
Nice. Did you get to meet any of your favorite players out there? Anybody you were looking forward to meeting?
No, I saw John Sally with a couple of white chicks, so that was pretty cool, and I got one of their autographs.
So the girls he hangs out with can actually write their own names now?
Yeah, it wasn't in cursive.
You're horrible.
It's not, yeah, he's first time covering golf, I take it?
Yeah, definitely my first time covering golf, and hopefully my last. There's a lot of cars here driving back on the course too, which is really dangerous at this hour. They're actually about to film a Subaru commercial out here, which actually might be more exciting than this year's U.S. Open.
And I also couldn't help but notice that I believe there's a palm tree behind you.
Yeah, there's a palm here. They brought in a couple of palms this year, just because Tiger Woods, it was in his contract. It was in his contract that he had to have palms.
New York has never looked better, and I'm also pleased to see that it's still daytime where you are.
It is. It's bright forever here in New York, Alaska.
Well, Theo, we appreciate it as always taking time for your shell game and your autograph collecting to join us here on Sportsmanship. Theo Vaughn, everybody, correspondent. Give it up for him.
All right.
3-card money.
Yeah, bro, he's like undefeated.
That is like.
Oh my god.
That's just so. He's been funny the whole time. It's crazy nobody like knew him then.
I know.
I mean, people did, but not like they do now. That whole thing was freaking hilarious.
Yeah, that's gold.
The whole thing. He just keeps coming, and he's so quick.
And he's rattling off. Yeah. That guy keeps thinking he got him,
and then he just doesn't.
and then he just doesn't. Oh man, you feed that guy. You say anything to him, it'll spit something crazy out.
Something hilarious. But it's funny in such a weird way, and it also is so relative to his personality.
Yeah.
Like you have to be him for it to be funny. Like you can't be anybody else. He's like an enigma.
He is.
He's a once in a generation kind of guy.
He is, yeah. His personality's so crazy.
And he's like 40 something now.
Yeah. He's getting up there.
And his podcast, like he's very vulnerable on it. He's always talking about like his issues and stuff. It's cool.
His depression, his anxiety, his rehab, his drug abuse.
People are always calling in and leaving all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we should open a little phone number
to have so we can have people call in.
We can have people call in, leave some voicemails.
That would be so much fun.
That would be so much fun.
Theo Vaughn.
Just call Tyler's phone and leave a voicemail.
We just dox myself. Hit the hotline.
Oh, this is the hotline?
Yeah. Call the hotline.
With wisdom of our God is awesome.
I don't know what is the number. It's not opening. I want to call him right now.
Get it? We're gonna leave a voicemail.
Yeah. Theo Vaughn hotline number. And always open.
Everyone on the hotline's always like super vulnerable, and they say like super sad stuff.
Not all the time, but a lot of the time.
A lot of the time.
Bing, bing, bing. Is that playing through this? Yeah, it should be on there. 9, 8, 5, 6, 6, 4, 9, 5.
What is that?
Hey, what's up? This is Theo Vaughn. This is the This Past Weekend hotline. I appreciate you calling. I want to let you know that this is a space where you can leave a question, a comment, an issue, a concern, a topic, a thought, anything you want. This is a space, this is that hotline. So you can leave that. You can leave your name in. You can leave your name out. It'll turn off after 3 minutes. So if you go on long, then you're gonna have to call back and finish your comment or whatever. But I appreciate you calling, and I appreciate your support with This Past Weekend. Be good, you little dust bear. I love you.
Oh, hey Theo. This is I'm Tyler, and I got Gus with me. And we're actually calling live from our podcast.
Live from the FTD podcast.
And we just wanted to say that we take some inspiration from you, really, because of your your podcast, and I gotta say, just some of the quips and funny stuff. But I wanted to ask, why do you think that you do a podcast?
Why do you think that?
And Gus, do you have a question or you don't?
No, I don't actually.
Okay, that's it. Thanks to y'all. We'll talk to you later probably. So just call back or okay, or don't. Bye. I think you probably might not answer that one, but we can probably call him every episode.
Every episode. Yeah. The thing about like listening to this podcast for so long, I really like genuinely don't have any questions.
Because you've heard them all?
Like I feel like I know so much about the guy from his pod. I would have said like, what shoes are you wearing? What's your favorite color?
Well, we'll call him back next week.
Dark.
I don't want to like spam him because I feel like what's his boys gotta go through all of them and like find funny ones and stuff that are gonna be good on the pod or like insightful ones and like it'll just be it'll just be interesting, but we'll get on there eventually. We'll get on the what's it called, This Past Weekend? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so shout out to our boy Theo and
our boy.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna get him on here eventually.
It's
so
good, boy.
The other people I want to get on here, Rhett and Link.
Yeah, we need to get them on. It's unreal.
Because they're local to us. Well,
Yeah,
they're
they
not. They live in California now, but they are literally a town over is where they started their show.
Yeah.
And we've seen them.
We've seen them.
We've seen them around, and
Link's got a big head. Let me tell you what.
they're both tall. They're both big old fellows, and I think we want to get them on the pod so we can talk to them. Kind of talk to them about
the first time I saw Link, it was a little star striking.
Really?
Because we were in the mill, the coffee shop, and it was like in the evening, and there's not many people upstairs playing games or whatever with our boys. And Bubs walks down the stairs, and then she like walks right back up. She's like, "Gus," I was like, "What?" And she's like, "It's Link down there." I was like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "From like Rhett and Link." I was like, "Buzz, you're like actually lying."
Yeah.
And then I walk down there, like I'm going to the bathroom, and I'm already like too far to like kind of turn around because that would be freaking weird. So I just like walk past him and go to the bathroom. I was like, "What the frick?" Big head.
Big head. That's funny. That's a good takeaway.
But it was like, because at the time I was watching like Good Mythical Morning, their morning show.
Yeah.
Like every single day.
I used to watch it every day.
And it was like so weird to see him in like real life.
Yeah.
He looked like fake. Super weird.
It's just insane to think that, I mean, they grew up here. Like
I know.
Like 10 minutes from us.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fun.
It's too much fun.
But let's see, who else is famous that we could talk about?
Give him Kanye's best. Famous that we would want on the pod?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, most like celebrities, I feel like they're fake when they go on pods. Yeah, like actors, I mean.
Actors,
Do you
yeah.
get that?
I like musicians. I feel like musicians are fun to have on pods. Because they're
Skrillex?
Skrillex would be crazy. What's his name? Sonny?
Is it?
I think it's Sonny.
Skrillex would be awesome.
Skrillex would be cool. Post Malone.
Post Malone would be rad.
It'd be fun. Who else? Miley Cyrus, I would love to have on.
Miley Cyrus would be cool. The boys from Greta Van Fleet would be crazy.
That would be insane. We'd have to get so many microphones, and we'd honestly, normally only one of them talks, so we just mic up the singer, and and the rest of them stand behind him.
That would be a round table. We would have to do a round table. We
You
got to
think
give
so?
the rest of the boys a shot.
We only don't mic up the singer.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my mic stinks. And I held the mic far away.
You did.
Oh.
Yeah, but
It's like a gentle
You got
stink.
that TRS, so it kind of shoots out of you.
It's 100 plus miles an hour.
Mine are like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But they're deep.
I know people. It's like probably 4 miles an hour or less. It sounds like.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
Yeah, and
Well, I
then
get a
they don't have
fart.
any more gas. Yeah, it's
like a guy's cough.
yeah. It's like, it sounds like they're clearing their throat. No, mine's tight aim for sure, and so it's really high pitched.
It always is. It's either medium pitched or high pitched. There's never a low pitch. Well, what is this?
It's on your leg.
Whoa!
You're being attacked by some sort of bug. You didn't get him at all.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna call 911 live on the pod.
Oh, I'm so sweaty. Now that it's see that?
Your hand is like glistening.
Mm-hmm.
You and both your sisters do that. The first date I ever went on with Bubs, I was like trying to hold her hand, and she was like pulling her hand away, and I'm like, is she like, what's wrong? And then she's like, she started like mumbling something, like she didn't know what to say, and she was like, my hand is clammy, and I was like, I don't care. I was like, I'm trying to hold your hand. Like, this is a date.
The last couple chicks that I went out with, I've like mentioned it.
Don't mention it.
But in like a very casual way.
Yeah.
Like if she wants to hold my hand, I'll be like,
It's gonna be moist.
By the way, it's pretty wet all the time.
No, just hold it. Because she's gonna notice, and she's gonna be like, she's not gonna care. But like you being like, oh, before you hold my hand, just know.
No, you gotta. No, you say it with some like swag. Say it with some swag.
Yeah, girl,
cooler.
my hand is wet, girl.
Yeah, my hand's so wet for you, girl.
You made my hand wet.
Yeah. You should see my feet, baby. Look at them.
They're moist than a hoe.
Look at it.
Yeah, your foot is moist than a hoe right now.
Trapped in this little.
You got the recoveries on.
Yeah, I got the recoveries on.
By the way, I ran again the other day.
You did?
Well, yeah, you knew about it, but it was Thursday, I think, and I felt pretty fine. I went like 1.8 miles, and I stopped when my knee started to hurt, and then it didn't really hurt the rest of the night, and then we went to the Hurricanes game, which we can get into a little bit later, but we went to the Hurricanes game, and it was kind of still fine, and then when I got in bed, it started to hurt so bad, and then I was like waking up in the middle of the night because my knee hurt.
That is so crazy.
And then
once you take the load off, it just hurts.
It's like as soon as I stop loading it up, it just hurts so bad. And the next day, I could like tell that it hurt last night, but it wasn't bad. And then by the end of that day, it was fine. And it's just fine again. And I'm gonna wear different shoes next time. I'm gonna wear my like really cushiony shoes.
See if it does anything.
I'm gonna see if that makes a difference. But I gotta figure this out because I'm starting to enjoy the running more because I can actually do it without running out of breath, and I can actually like enjoy the run a little bit more. But then my knee freaking hurts for the whole night, and I can't sleep.
Yeah,
like,
that's
it hurts
not
that
good.
bad.
Maybe it's maybe you got a mental problem.
Like some kind of
like you're on the spectrum.
Some kind of spectrum type.
But you're like your neuroticism is going straight to your knee. Like you're overthinking the knee injury.
Like there's actually no injury.
There's actually no
just
injury.
In my brain.
It's just in your mind.
I wouldn't even be that surprised.
Oh, it's so wet.
You took your foot out of your shoe?
Yeah, my feet are so sweaty. It gets hot in here now because it's getting to be summer and all the lights and everything.
Yeah, and I didn't turn the AC on.
No.
Because it's kind of that middle season where it's not hot enough to turn all the AC on all the time, but it's hot enough to be sweaty.
Did you just fart?
Did I just?
Yeah.
No. Just as in like a minute and a half ago.
No, I just heard something. Never mind.
Well, this is awkward.
That is awkward.
Sorry.
Do you like Thomas the Tank Engine?
No. I like
it a lot.
computers.
I get a lot. I don't mean to be racist, but I think you're not speaking right.
What? What?
You're not. What?
I don't understand what you're telling me. What?
Did you hear that noise?
What?
Oh, and that's their conversation. That's how it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
How much does it cost to book Theo Vaughn? Is people also ask on YouTube. The estimated speaking fee to book Theo Vaughn for your event is $100,000 to $200,000.
That seems like a little much.
Theo Vaughn generally travels from Nashville, Tennessee, USA, and can be booked for private corporate events, personal appearances, keynote speeches, or other performances. Generally costs $100,000 to $200,000 to get Theo there. Check his availability.
How available is he? We can make this happen. I throw 10%, you throw 10%.
And he throws the rest. You think he'd pay for his own event?
Getting a loan.
You want to?
We're doing a down payment on a loan.
That would be insane. Can you imagine if we financed getting Theo on the pod?
Theo. We should do it for the summer party.
We don't even put him on the pod or record it at all. We just have him around.
We have him do stand up at the summer party.
That'd be insane. He just comes to our there's 20 people there.
And then this gay guy, when I was a kid, he bit my cousin.
So we'll see. His timing is impeccable.
It is. It really is. But yeah, we went to the Hurricanes game, playoffs.
Yeah,
which was cool.
Semi or the quarterfinals or whatever.
It was quarterfinals.
And
this is the Devils. Such a cool
game. It was actually a really cool game because I'm not that big into watching sports, but it's always fun when you're there live because it's just exciting. There's no way to not be excited. Even if you're not that into the sport, it's just exciting because you're there. And then the game was so close that it also made it exciting.
It was an overtime win.
It was an overtime win, 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. It was great. I was getting into it.
Yeah.
Every time they'd be like, bah, 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 bah. Let's go, Canes. They'd do it one too many times.
Yeah.
Let's go, Canes.
And by the end, no one's saying it. And then they do the really slow one. They're like,
yeah. Let's go, Canes. Everyone's sloshed.
Oh, I was sloshed. Nate went. He was loaded.
Nate was fried.
He was faded than a hoe.
He was
when we were walking back to the car, he was trying to walk over stand on other cars, and he didn't get on any. But I
was nervous he was going to.
I thought he was actually going to, and he was walking towards cars with people in them with their windows down, and I was like, dude, stop.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was loaded. I had a lot of beer because we had drank before. I had pregame the game, and then I had drank a couple at the game. So I was and I was trying to figure out how to get him to stop. I was
you were loaded. You're like, dude, stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it, dude. Please stop. You're going to get in a fight or something.
I didn't. He was talking about getting in a fight. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was a really cool game.
Hockey's probably one of my favorite sports to watch.
It's great.
It's very easy to understand.
It is, yeah. I was really the third period, I was really analyzing the rules.
Yeah.
With the icing calls and the offsides and
I don't
stuff
get any
that.
of that, but I get that it's with soccer or basketball or hockey, I guess. It's just it's so simple to understand that the only way to score is to put the thing in the thing.
Yep.
And I don't understand why they always stop and they're calling something, but I get when they score. You watch football and all of a sudden the score goes up and you're like, they didn't even...
They get it in the end zone.
Yeah, but sometimes it's just kick it into the hoop.
Wait, what?
You can score in multiple ways in football.
Yeah. You can get a field goal.
Yeah.
Or extra point.
Yeah.
Or a touchdown.
That's 3 different ways. That's
and it's
too much.
You can do safety too.
That's 4?
4, yeah.
That's too many ways.
There's 4 ways to score.
It's too many ways, I think.
I think there's there's actually 5 because there's such a thing as like a 1-point safety.
Yeah, see, that's too many for me.
It's too many. But the standard is you're only going to see touchdowns and field goals. And then obviously the extra point is after the touchdown.
Obviously. Yeah, I'm not that big in knowing why sports are. But I do.
But let me tell you what.
Soccer is easy, right? You got offsides. That's the only rule in the whole game.
Soccer sucks, bro.
But I understand it.
Soccer sucks. Hockey is a phenomenal game.
Hockey's so similar to soccer. I don't understand how you don't like soccer.
The skill of a hockey player, unreal. Those guys skating out there is unreal how good they are at skating.
They are really good at skating.
With the freaking... They're batting down like 90-mile-an-hour slap shots with their freaking stick.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
It is impressive.
Oh.
I don't even know if the mic picked that one up.
I don't think so.
I don't think the lucky viewers at home got to hear that one. Did that one stink? That's upsetting. I'm trying to not breathe.
Wow. That one is bad.
Is it really that bad? I'm kind of like, I'm scooting away.
Come back.
I won't.
Candy Shark. Candy.
You are listening to Candy Shark.
He's not gonna... You know you're doing the translation, the Google translation earlier?
Oh, yeah.
Plug Candy Shark in there. Let's see. Get some accents. Candy Shark. It should be Cum Shark. That would be
Candy Shark. Candy Shark.
Ooh, yeah.
Candy Shark. Candy Shark.
Some of these are good.
Candy Shark.
Candy Shark.
I like that one. Korean.
Candy Shark.
Candy Shark.
Candy Shark.
A Candy Shark.
Candy Shark.
Candy Shark.
Is that Australian?
That's German.
Oh. Candy Shark.
What is that?
Greek?
Candy Shark.
No, that's Greek.
Candy Shark.
It's Japanese.
Candy Shark.
Whoa. This is Japanese.
Candy Shark.
Candy Shark.
They do the P's.
Icelandic.
Candy Shark.
Candy Shark.
I like that. Icelandic. What about Lithuanian? They don't even have one for that. Let's do Latvian.
Candy Shark.
I like that one.
Candy Shark.
Do they have like a Norwegian?
Which one is it? Latvian? Let's say Norwegian.
Candy Shark.
That one sounds
what?
like...
Candy Shark.
Oh, it's because they're yeah.
Let's do like you're listening to Candy Shark.
You're listening to a Candy Shark.
That's it.
You're listening to Candy Shark.
You're listening to a Candy Shark.
Did they not say "your" in Norway?
Som överkaren tog mig annars.
No one even knows what that says.
I don't know.
Come over here and touch my anus.
Som överkaren tog mig annars. Som överkaren.
Come
over here and touch my anus.
My anus?
I don't like listening to the girl say it. It feels weird.
The anus.
Macedonian. Let's see.
Please touch
Mongolian?
my
No,
anus.
none. Khmer.
Come over here and touch my on.
Come
I'll
over
do
here.
a new word.
Touch my
Everyone subscribe to the from the depot podcast.
Everyone subscribe to the From the Depot podcast.
Is that Mario?
Yeah.
Come to subscribe.
Everyone subscribe to the From the Depot podcast.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Hawaiian? There's no German.
Everyone subscribe to the From the Depot podcast.
Everyone subscribe to the From the Depot podcast.
Diaper podcast?
The Diaper Podcast.
From the Diaper podcast.
Everyone subscribe to the From the Depot podcast.
That, I mean, I don't care who you are or what you say. That was the best sound effect work maybe of all time.
It's hard for me to say no.
And on that
really
note,
hard for me to say no.
And on that note, I think I'm done with this podcast.